Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video I am going to explain about the construction and operation of the NPN transistor. In previous we discussed about the basics of transistors and also construction and operation of the PNP transistor. So if you won't watch that video means please try to watch that video, then you can get the clear and strong fundamentals. And now in this video we are going to tell about the NPN transistor construction and operation. The construction of NPN transistor, and here we can observe the terminals. This is emitter and this is base and this is the collector. And now we have to give the biasing. So to work the transistor properly in the active region, we have to satisfy the two conditions. The conditions are, so this is the input section and this is the output section. The conditions are, input section is emitter base junction. Input section is emitter base junction and the output section is collector base junction. Means here the input section means emitter, common emitter junction should be under the forward bias, and the output section collector junction should be under the reverse bias. So after satisfying these conditions only, the transistor will work properly. Now how to apply the biasing according to these conditions. So first thing, coming to the input section. So the input section should be under the forward bias. So now how to apply the forward bias to the input section. So this is comes under the forward bias. How means, so this P is which comes under the positive. So positive is given to the base, and this having the negative polarity, and negative terminal of the biasing is given to the negative. So this which comes under the forward bias. So the input section is satisfied. And now coming to the output section. The output section should be under the reverse bias. Means now have to give the biasing to this. So this comes under the reverse bias, positive, negative. So this is the negative which is given to the positive terminal, and base is the positive given to the negative terminal of the battery. So now this which comes under the reverse bias. So these two conditions are satisfied. Now the working will be start. How the working is done means, see, input section which comes under the forward bias. See, when it is under the forward bias, the recombination will be takes place. How the recombination will be takes place means, here the electrons are recombined with the holes. The main thing is the base is very light and very lightly doped, and it is very thin. So very little amount of electrons are takes place. So very little amount of electrons are recombined with the holes, and majority of the electrons are remain like that because it is very lightly doped, and remaining all electrons are move towards the collector, means in the output section, which is under the reverse bias. So in the reverse bias it will attract the electrons and the current conduction due to flow of electron. So that is the main point in the NPN transistor, the current conduction due to electrons. So this is the working of NPN transistor. In PNP transistor, the current conduction due to holes. So this is the major difference between the NPN transistor and the PNP transistor. So but
Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe.